Better time to start like the present. Hi, I hope you are doing well. Hi, Lisa. I'm just trying to think, is that the Lisa from yesterday that I sent the reading to? But it's not but it's the same initials. That's interesting. So, anyhow, hi everyone. I am going to jump right into this reading, and then afterwards, we can have talk time. Makes it a lot easier to edit the video. I'll edit the talk time out. But this is the weekly energy. For some of you, you know, I have a program that I use to pull the initial 3 cards that you see in the front there, and dot, dot, dot. And hi, Sandra. Thank you so much for being here. And then afterwards, I pulled other cards for clarification. Lately, I've been, because I'm here, sitting here, having so much time, right? I've been really dissecting the cards on my own before even doing the recording. Often, actually, when I went to do recorded videos for those of you that purchased, I've been tempted to want to pull the cards ahead of time. I haven't, but I've been very tempted to. It's very interesting. So I really want to give you the overall message first. And that way, if you don't want to hear the deeper explanation, you don't have to stick around here. I find it really amazing. I pull these cards usually wanting for a week, like wanting the message for a whole week. So I would think until Sunday. But I almost feel like this pull here is actually for the next 5 days. There is great things happening. Remember, we did have this huge Saturn shift recently. We have the new moon in Aries tonight, or I should say tomorrow morning, and that's about, first of all, the new moon in Aries being the first zodiac sign. It's a new cycle. We're in the year of the rat when it comes to the Chinese zodiac sign. That is their first zodiac sign as well. New cycle, big time for new cycles. And so the first card we have here that came up, Four of Swords. Second card is the Seven of Wands. And the final card is the Fool card. The overall energy I got from that is clearly, yes, we are here in this resting state right now, but there is going to be this moment when people get up and start. It's not about fighting at all. It's about standing up for what they believe in. And with the Fool card there, I feel like there's going to be this final look back at what has been accomplished. This is going to be a big week. And I know, it doesn't really make too much sense to me either, because where I'm from, the news is saying, we might be in quarantine for months in one form or another. But I feel like there's going to be huge changes here. I do feel that with the Four of Swords, that may actually be talking until maybe April 1st, which would be about a week time. And someone's going to get up and someone's going to realize what they want. Let's continue on to the further cards pulled here, okay? And then I'm sure I'm going to be going back and forth to that because I'm getting a lot of energy coming through. I do want to also say that I continued to see the Ace of Pentacles when I was shuffling. So right now, you might hear me shuffling. I'm shuffling from this deck. Just if I need any other clarification, I won't be placing the cards on the table. But the cards that I did pull are from, I forget the name of the deck. Sorry, I know a lot of you know it. And I do want to mention one other thing. I ended up pulling one card, which I do not do for the weeklies, from this deck. And I was actually asking what your person would want to say. And when I was pulling these cards, I know it's the weekly energy, and I had to keep on reminding myself that it's the weekly energy for everyone, because honestly, I kept on feeling the energy that this is talking about your person, and maybe sure some parts of what you're going through. And I want to focus on you. I'm sorry, but I kept on feeling this energy of your person. So when I pulled this card, yes, I did ask about what your person wanted you to know. And we have the card very soon. Really interesting, because I don't think your person actually I think they really believe very soon they're going to be able to come in and contact you. But right now, we really don't know what's going to be happening. But in their mind, they're very clear about what they want, and they want to come into your life very soon, like probably as soon as they can. Okay, so first card we have at the top here is the King of Cups that came out, and I'm like wondering, where are we going with this? And it's really interesting. Next card is Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I'm just going to read you out all the cards quickly. Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Magician, King of Swords, Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and for the Three of Cups, I actually had to clarify that one, because that's when I was like, what is going on here? Because I got this message, a strong message, and we got the Six of Cups. And yeah, the last card was the Devil in reverse. And what had happened there is actually I had received the Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles came out together. I don't normally like switch anything up, but I asked for a better clarification for those two cards because I couldn't understand that message. And the Devil in reverse is very clear about releasing of things that are not good, right? So the overall energy I get here is people are going to be, especially a masculine energy. So, most likely, the masculine energy that you're dealing with in your relationship is going to be taking a good look at what's going on. Maybe after this moment of rest, maybe after this week-long break we have here coming up, bringing us into the new month, my favorite month, April, because I consider it the new year month. We're going to be, or someone's definitely going to be taking a very authoritative but loving look and almost saying goodbye. I really do feel that. There's also going to be a very humbling experience here where this person realizes they're not any better than anyone else. And not that they thought that, but I don't know. There's something here where they're really going to be brought um, down to like the people. And so get this interesting fact about it is once this person kind of gets brought down to the people, they're going to realize that those people are actually not in their same mind frame. Like, so I'm not like this person knows they're not better than anyone, but they're going to get a good look at exactly how much the people they're around actually aren't for them. Isn't that interesting? That's the message I'm getting. And this is for the week ahead. So something is going to happen. I almost feel it could be maybe in 4 days then. It's really interesting. I don't know. This is going to happen though, and it's going to happen sooner than later. So what this person is going to end up doing is walking away, but it's almost like it's not so much as walking away, because in this Eight of Cups, the person is walking towards us, right? So it could be saying this person walks towards you, but I feel like they're walking towards that new beginning, that Fool energy, that fresh start. And I really do think that once they face this fear, that Fool energy, it reminded me almost of them not even being afraid if they ever had to do something like that again, like walk away from these people to go, okay, look where I stopped shuffling. I didn't realize maybe to go towards Two of Cups. Look at, we have the yin yang there. Go towards their true love. So with the Ace of Pentacles being the last card in that row, it really doesn't matter last card or not in that row. With it being here, what I pick up is there is definitely a clearing of the smoky energy and things that have taken a very long time to happen will. It's really interesting there. Okay, so the next energies I pick up here, let's see where, yeah, someone's going to really be giving up their old ways. So once again I come back to that King of Cups energy. It is a strong, powerful, masculine energy, yes, but there's a humbling that's coming this person's way for some reason. They're realizing, no, they're not any better than anyone, but they do have different beliefs than others that do have them standing out. And, they want to go for what they want now. And that's the truth. They actually want to go for their truth now with the King of Swords energy. They're not going to be so humble when it comes to their emotions. And not there, it's not that. Like, they're not going to be so, because the King of Cups for me is someone that really doesn't express their emotions, though they're deep. And now this person is like, I know what I want, and I'm going for that. So there's going to be a switch up here in energy with this person. Ending with the Nine of Cups, it's just telling me, once again, whatever is happening here, the final energy is of happiness, of abundance, of something amazing. Walking away from the crowd once this person, and like, I don't know, you guys have to put it however you put it. For example, when I said once, the picture was taken off the wall, someone gave me an example during a one-on-one reading of how that fit for them. Something else was taken off of the wall or whatever. It wasn't exactly a picture. So just put this how it is. But there's truly a walking in a new direction towards what this person wants now. Like the truth, they are figuring this out now. And I mean, it can even be that this person knows that this feminine energy is their happiness. Like, that's their queen. You could be, if you're a divine feminine, you could normally work with the people, or you could be someone that makes people happy wherever you are. Maybe you're a great bartender, especially at this time, maybe you're doing bartending videos from home, or I don't know, on FaceTime with your family, having drinks and just making the best of it. Okay, so also, this was the really interesting part of the message because it's more about financial abundance and include yourself in this, and let's see where I'm stopping. And where I stop there is Queen of Swords. I'm seeing the Lovers, Eight of Wands, the Magician. This is about probably something coming in that people are passionate about with the Page of Pentacles and next to the Three of Wands. This whole new humbling experience is going to be bringing new ideas. And this is like supposed to be for the week. So this is really amazing. And our week almost does end technically at April 1st, but I do feel like this has to do with the next 5 days. So if this happens in the next 5 days, I don't know what to say. That we'll see what happens, okay? But I do feel that there is going to be a complete ending of old energies. I just saw the King of Swords and now the King of Wands. A complete ending of the old ways of doing things, and there's going to be a new way. The people are going to get creative and have new ways, and new ideas are coming in. And look what's underneath there. 10 of Abundance. And I really do feel that something is going to happen with that. Maybe someone's going to be looking at old ideas they had and realizing that now it makes sense. Somehow, for some people, there's going to be truly some ships coming in. Someone's going to turn all of that, the crazy, dramatic energy into something that's positive, going in the right direction. They may be revisiting some ideas they had from the past. We have the King of Pentacles next here under this row, which is truly talking about walking away from old ways and walking towards creating new things that have been maybe put on hold, that finally it's this person's time to get that. And it was really interesting because the Three of Cups that came out, at first I'm like, no, like I had to clarify it because I'm like, what is that about? And the true energy I got is that this person has his eye on this one woman, but there's the energy of others throwing themselves at this person half naked. Tables are turning, and get this is what I got because I clarified it, because I was like, oh shit, like what's happening here? It's not just about women, but yep, they're going to be, for sure, women are going to be attracted to your person. And maybe there won't even be socializing right now. But the message here is your person, most likely, like the masculine person here, is going to be making a really big turnaround, or possibly some sort of a turnaround where they're going to become quite attractive. Maybe people will be watching them online, or see what they're doing somehow, because we're not supposed to really be around each other right now. So I don't know how this is going to happen, but apparently they're going to have a comeback. Look at that. Even with the Five of Swords, there's a comeback happening here. And they're just going to become very desirable, even more desirable than normal. And maybe there's a lot of energy of people, and it's not just women, it's men and women is what I get, of people having a bit of fear. So them wanting to latch on to this person's success or new that would be watching. The only way you can watch right now is, online. I'm seeing the moon card underneath there. Yeah, maybe at night people are watching what this person's doing. Anyhow, when I clarified it just to see, because I'm like, oh no, is this like, what, who knows what? I got the Six of Cups. And I just stopped right now. And it's funny because I remember saying, so this person's going towards, and it's true, they're going to be walking away from something, going towards their truth. And like, whatever it may be. And I told you the next two cards that had come out, and I didn't want to have like double cards again here, and I said give me a better clarification, was the Five of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So I was like, what is that meaning, right? And with the Devil in reverse coming out, that tells me there's going to be victory here. What is this? There's going to be victory here. There's going to be a new direction, literally. There's going to be a new direction. It's going to be a week. At the end of this week, there's going to be clarity to something. There may be just some success, seriously. And the fact that we started, before I pulled any of these cards, we got this very soon. So I feel positive about that, and very happy about that. So that is the week message. Let me just shut this down. Like, let me clear this up, and then we can chit chat and pull some more cards. This made it to 18 minutes, I guess we'll say, because I'm going to most likely edit the video and cut it off here once it's published. But for now, we can talk a bit and pull some cards and see what's going on. I'm very curious as to what the cards would be saying right now. I hope you all are doing really well. Being in isolation hasn't, for me, I'm getting better and better at it, actually. I'm just taking the benefits. I thought I would be doing all of this stuff, and thank you for everyone booking. Thank you, Sandra, booking the readings lately. I really appreciate you, and I got a whole bunch out last night. I'll get a whole bunch more out tonight. But I thought I would be doing more, and instead I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of time here. I'm just gonna take it even slower. So that's what's been happening. I'm losing weight, even though I'm trying to, stay eating, and I am. No, I just find it interesting. My whole setup's different here, but just find it interesting. So let's see what we have here. A win-win solution. Huh. It talks about blending ideas of other people's with your own. You can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and work together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. Interesting. It is a time about getting specific about the information you want and need about things. I find that to be true. Put that however you think it should go for you. Let's see what else we have here. And if you want, join me on Instagram. I'm actually like more wanting to come on YouTube lately, and I don't beat myself up over it. But I'm still on there, I think, every day. I think I'm still doing it. Not on the weekend, I wasn't. So let's see what's going on. Ace of Action, which is the Ace of Wands. This is a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pushing your dreams. This is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, it's a time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business, have confidence in your ability. Like, honestly, guys, this message is real. It is a good time to start a new business if you can figure out what is needed right now and take a look in the direction things are going. It's true. Like, please, like, I know that there is so many entrepreneurs out there, entrepreneurial minded people right now that are so excited about the new opportunities that will come. So, and hi, Lisa. Yeah, even it's true. I'm getting to the nitty gritty of my cleaning. Like, when I do clean, I clean behind my dresser. The other day, I cleaned behind my couch. And that's like not stuff I do all the time. And it's not that there was much more than dust there. Um, I feel like I found one great thing, like a book or something. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities right now. So let's see what's here, though. Helper of emotions. This would be the Knight of Cups, I believe. Romance blooms and you find yourself falling in love. Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud or in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. This person could be an artist or an idealist about love. This person could be someone you know already. Also, I'm surprised it doesn't say that because it does say past. Oh, yeah, past connections. And I just stopped at the Four of Wands. Your person could become a new person. It's a hard time to take space right now. It really is. I don't know. Because I have all these like awesome ideas personally. I'm like, oh, this is such a great time. We could do FaceTime more and we could do this and that more. All these things that you can do at a distance. But I think it's actually right now the time to just take this space. It's something that we really should just take. I mean, I tried to turn off my phone last night and I did turn it off, but then this morning I turned it back on. I think I'm going to turn it back off again. Let's see. Five of Abundance. Ooh. There are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed. Be patient. If you have a fear of that, which some of you, I bet you do, if you have some sort of an idea right now, this is Five of Pentacles, that energy, and it's worrying about being left out in the cold. This is not a time to maybe, if you have a job, quit it. But I'm going to go against that message just a tad. Look at that. Ten of Thoughts. A situation that has been troubling you will come to an end and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. So the message there is this is a great time to prepare for something new, as we already know. Because once this is over with, there's going to be so much shifting here. The huge challenges will be behind you. It will be a time when you have to fully let go of your past ways and beliefs. And this talks about someone in your life finally being free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. And this is like an energy of a marriage. I always think that this is a marriage happening, but it can also be a marriage ending and someone trying to hang on to it, but the doors are closing, right? It's the Ten of Swords. Also, just please do watch your thoughts. Okay, one more card for this win-win solution. I love that that's the first card. The Guardian of Emotion. So a lot of love energy here. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. You know what that's about, guys? And there was another time I got a message that maybe it was this. That's about talking to your guides. That's not about, because you're not surrounded by people. You're surrounded right now by yourself and your intuition and the guidance you're getting if you ask yourself for the message. You can rely on that advice. Challenges will be resolved. The card also indicates a generous, humanitarian, or refined person who can complete you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to those characteristics within yourself. Well, that's exactly what I said. It's within yourself right now. Okay, so let's pull one final message. Let's see what it is. Is there anything? Maybe, whoa, I saw something, but no. Whatever it was, I saw something do like a triple flip. I guess it went back in there. Oh. Two of action, two of wands, and I'm seeing the king of abundance at the bottom. So the two of action, trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunities all around you if you could just continue to move forward. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eye on the bigger picture rather than the details of the moment. Now that's interesting that that message is there. Do just like start exploring new ideas if you're looking for something in business. I feel like this is a lot of a business message here. And it does require emotional maturity at this time to believe in yourself and to know that you can do whatever you want. For some of you, it may not be the best time to just throw everything into that. Maybe you don't have the right plan. If you don't have like a real deal plan that goes with your heart, then it's not the right time, because maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to really get straight about your thoughts and what you want. But there's opportunity all around here. There's this ending. Someone's going to be free of their codependency issues. There's abundance all around you. If you need to just take a moment, go ahead, but there's a win-win solution to anything that you're worrying about. Focus on what everyone agrees upon. And that's interesting because, like, look at the needs people have around you right now that you can somehow like agree on that part. You know, what do people need right now? What type of assistance can you help in? I don't know. You have to really do the math. I thought about it. I was even thinking of things that, like, what do people need right now? They need people that can work from home. That's for sure. I know here in my city, well, I don't know if it's just my city, I saw Walmart's hiring 10,000 employees right now. There's temporary agencies hiring right now if you're not sick and you don't have contact with people. Like, no one delivers anything to your door anymore or anything like that, but they still need delivery people. Like, there's actually a lot of opportunities for people that are not working at this time. That's what I'm noticing from the advertisements I'm seeing. So, and it's a good time to also realize, like, really put some money away when you make money. We all know, and we don't need to be reminded. I get it. But you know, that's what this Four of Swords is about that got pulled out. I feel like it's time to, it's not like, I'm not saying like go and sit there and reflect on everything, but I think people are really reflecting on things, and not in a bad way. It's actually going to lead to a better position in life. I really have this good feeling. Like, I guess we can say this reading, yeah, I had a good feeling, but in general, though I have the roller coasters of anxiety like everyone else, I really, and I get deep with it, but I would never talk about that stuff here because it's not like, I don't need to voice my personal interpretation of what's happening. It's not really up for individual interpretation like on my platform from me right now, because everyone has their own opinion. But for me, it gets really deep, and what I see happening, like, and I see things that have stopped because of this. I'm happy that we have a break. And I do see us all readjusting to this. And I know it's not going to be easy for everyone. And I don't know. We'll have to see what happens and how people will be able to get help with that if needed. Because not everyone will need help. This will be over. And I don't know. I hope that at the end of this week, just like, the cards are showing, something amazing happens. I don't know what it may be. A huge ball of hope, you know, a huge ball of hope. And you say, hope regains, reigns supreme, reigns supreme. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, it's a transformative time. And you know what I've been thinking a lot of? Like, people are always saying these readers, and I mean, it's not just these readers, it's human beings. That's why a lot of readers are like that. And they're like, some of the readings get really depressing, and they're like, this person treated you badly, and this person ignored you, and this person, this and that. Like, it's time for us to truly get to a position where someone else's actions do not determine the amount of love we have for them. If someone is ignoring you, and if someone is treating you like don't even look at it that way anymore. You can't even look at it that way anymore. It's a time to change the way we look at everything. And I don't know, I just overheard a reading recently. I don't even know when anymore. I don't know anything about dates anymore. But and I just found it really harsh. And they were saying, like, you're tired of being put on the back burner, you're tired of, and it touched me because I said to myself, I could consider those things true to my situation. And I don't. I don't look at it like that at all. I truly do believe my person is going through things and we will be together. And that is not even a number one priority anymore. Because that just is what it is. But all of these people saying, like, you got to stop being disrespected in this. Okay, if your person's actually calling you up and going out of their way to be evil to you, that's different. But if your person is dealing with issues of their own and deep in your heart, and you probably would have to also fight your own fearful thoughts to stay consistently knowing your truth. Consistency is it's a huge goal we should all have. Being consistent and not letting someone else's actions fluctuate our mentality or our mental health is a big deal, and especially at this time. So for those of you that are doubting, because this is a time when you really can be listening to a lot of readings. Stop thinking your person's a bad person. I mean, I don't even use the term I don't even remember what it's called. Everyone uses narcissistic or whatever. That is something I've never even used. And thank God, because when I see some of these descriptions for that, like, that could be technically a really fucked up person that really, like, has issues. This person may not even realize what they're doing. And then here we are just calling everyone narcissistic, like, when actually there's way deeper. And I'm not saying there isn't bad people out there, guys, but you have to use your own discernment. And if I look back, I really can honestly say I never, like, when it came to dating, as much as there's some people I didn't like, there's none that were truly evil. Like, they maybe could have done evil things, maybe even not to me, or I knew they could have done evil things as, a human being, but it's not like they were going out of their way to hurt or like, I truly don't believe that they were. And even if I had a bad time with them or we had a rough time, I truly don't believe anyone out of all the people, like, I dated, and some of them were not the nicest at times. I don't think that they genuinely went out of their way to hurt me or to, like, disturb me. And if someone did, maybe they're really fucked up. And maybe, like, instead of being like, oh, that person used me and abused me, maybe just turn the table and just be like, what did that person go through? And maybe if you can be strong enough Or instead of maybe, just be strong enough to know your own worth and to know like what they did has nothing to do with you. Let's see what's going on here. Working at temporary gas station. Interesting. Well, there you go. That's like, there you go. You work at the gas station. Fire over water. It's now about us. Let's see. I feel like for some reason, I'm not seeing my comments. I'm seeing them on my phone. But yeah, I don't know. That really has been coming to my mind lately. Oh, there, I see the comments now. It's just, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm hearing these messages, but I just got this feeling when I heard a reader. I don't even know who it was because I'll just laugh and turn it off. Like, oh my God. There's been actually people I've wanted to email and mention to them that the energy they're putting out is affecting people. And it wasn't just for tarot readers that there's some, like, not, it's not just tarot readers, people on YouTube or whatever. Like, even I got emails from spiritual people and talking about things. And I was just like, I really wanted to email them, but I don't do that. I'm not going to put that energy out there. I'll just suck it up and let it pass. And I've done that quite a bit lately, like just purposely not even commented just because, you know? Bath and body products is going to be soap making. Yeah, exactly. Things that people can order online, and you can order all the products to make that. Like when I make my products, I order from New Direction, and they've now taken off their mandatory minimum. So anyone can order, and I do believe, have locations, I would say worldwide, because their products come worldwide, and they do use, like, they have all the forms, all the like scientific paperwork that come along with it and all the legal paperwork that come along with it. And yeah, they have products to make anything there. That's what we'll all be doing, is like buying products from other people soon, because we need to get stuff delivered, just at least for now. But it's going to change the way we look at everything and we do everything. Things are not going to go back to the same. People are going to start ordering online more often, just because of this. Like, people are going to stop maybe going in to dine in as often just because of this. There's just going to be a huge shift in the way we do things. I'm actually really wanting to get into that type of energy of minimal. Stop chasing, like start buying things so you have. I used to go out every day to get my groceries because I enjoyed going out, and I still do enjoy going out. Like, things I've realized are, I love going to the coffee shop every day, but I realize now it's not about the coffee like I thought it was. It's about going out and being around people, even if I'm not talking to them. That there is an actual energy people do give me. And I'm like, am I like taking in their energy? That's what I'm thinking, all these millions of things now, right? I'm home contemplating. I'm like, do I take in people's energy? Like, as in a bad way? Because I realize I need to be around humans. Like, this on YouTube is great. That's a whole other type of energy. But I realize I actually need to be around humans. But often when I'm around humans, I'm not like going out of my way to talk to all of them. I do talk a lot, but I mean, I really realize I just need to be around that human energy. I guess good or bad, whatever it may be, I still feed off of it. Like, I still get energy from it, and I love it. So that's one thing I'm learning big time. I bet you're enjoying the time with your kids. Yeah. For some of you, you're really lucky. Like, and think about that, because, for example, if you're single or you're just like, a lot of people aren't with anyone right now. I know a lot of people, like my friends or my few friends, they don't have a boyfriend, or anything right now. So they're just in their house too, chilling. And some people that do have a boyfriend, their boyfriend's overseas or whatever it may be, chilling. It's a great time to actually like own this space, own it, be like, I'm the one that wants this space. Because you could go chill with your person or chase your person or whatever your person, and trust me, at times I even want to, You know, I want to just suggest, like, let's just lock ourselves up. But I can't suggest that. My person's busy and I'm here. I'm here, you know? And it ain't the worst thing, I'll tell you that. It's actually beautiful. And I have a cat now. And my cat's off on his own. I'm like, where are you? But he is extremely happy. All he does is eat and sleep. So he's used to this. I even opened the door to see if he would go anywhere near it, and he won't so far. He doesn't want to be outside. So that's cute. Man, I don't know. My person checks on me, but not reaching out to him as often. That's really good if your person can check on you. I won't even be too honest about what's going on with my side, but my person's extremely busy at this time. There's a lot of people that are extremely busy. It just depends what business you're in. And it's really scary because even I know some business owners, I know a business owner that had to let go of 200 people. And I know he was almost like in tears and crying. He could have stayed open. He has a very successful business, but because of social responsibilities, he chose to close and not even do delivery and all that stuff. But not everyone should or has to close at this time. You know, there's products that have to be put on shelves and made, and the people need. And those are still working. But everything else, like in my city, I think tomorrow is the last day anything that is not mandatory. And all I want to know, does that mean coffee? Because honestly, like it's takeout, you know, like can they just put it through the door? Can we just get a coffee? But that's what I want. That's all I want, really, is to be able to grab a coffee out there. But I can make coffee. I have everything to do it. I got prepared. And, you know, I'm looking forward to the challenge, I guess, if that's what it has to be. It's so, I want to say disgusting, like in my own self in a way. Like there's people that go through so much worse than this and, you know, they would never even give a F about a coffee. It's so weird. It kind of feels like we're in like a dream world, like a weird world, not necessarily in a good way dream world, but it's like to sit here and say like I hope I can have coffee, and there's kids out there that just are so happy first of all with nothing, not even dinner or like I don't know, anything. They have nothing. That's fucked. Not even water. So that's the type of things that will come through our mind at this time. It's really interesting. And I'm seeing 4441 as I said that. Here the number comes following me. It still follows me in my own house. So cards. I want to see what message we would get from a deeper deck. Let's go to my... Where did I... 24 hours. Oh my gosh, we got a beautiful card. I pulled some cards for someone yesterday in the reading using this deck in the private reading, in the recorded reading. I don't know who it was. I hope you got your reading, but I love these cards. Okay, look at this. Let's see. I think we should pull 3. So I don't have to go back and forth. Ooh, I love this. What is going on here? What is it coming out? Please, our inclusion message. Let's see. That's weird. I just got a really weird pop-up on my screen that disappeared. That's really weird. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, if you can't find me for any reason, you can always email me at atouchoftarot@gmail.com. Let's see what's going... Oh my gosh. So guys, this is amazing. I don't know if this is going to be about you, your person, or who. but we do have the singer of transformation. This is a very strong energy, or sorry, transfiguration, of really transformation. Really, there is a switch up here. And we have, it says, I am the poet. Like, this is the poet energy. This is a masculine energy looking to the future, changing their thoughts. And then here we have the journeyman. So let's see what's going on. The first card, number 20, or no, number 11. The next card is number 29. I just want to have that ready. And number 15. Beautiful. Okay. So, the singer of transfiguration, transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. The singer of transfiguration tells us that we have been through the gate. We have passed through the initiation process, and we have reached a new way of being, reflecting deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never again be what they once were. Things will never be seen in the same way by us, and this is a good thing. This singer's joyful, passionate, bright blaze of color heralds a time of fulfillment and accomplishment. As with the other singers, the power and joy of this one radiates especially strong to the things and beings symbolized in the cards around it. Like the reborn, renewed phoenix, the singer is aflame with vibrant, expanded life. There really isn't much I can say about this. Not even the fairies seem to have anything to add. They are just sitting around here, smiling blissfully. Even the card of doom is humming blissfully and etherically and beautifully to a beautiful melody. And the cat in my lap, Sylvie, is purring so loudly it sounds like she is singing. As indeed she is, so are we all. Jackpot. This card in a reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted and is being integrated. A sense of inner peace is now growing. The struggle has all been worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy, and is both a reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb up the path. That's crazy. Let's go to the next one. 29. We have, wow, that's a huge message, guys. Like, that's that full energy we're getting. I'm telling you, this is almost like what we're going to have as soon as this week or this stressful time is over. We're going to look back at the past and we are going to be like, we can make it through anything. Everything is great, you know? So it's called Taom, the poet, okay? This is about clear sight, poetry, erotic energy, laughter, not getting into serious mischief. Okay, nothing too serious, right? At least mischief-wise. For quite a while, as I look at Taom's portrait, I really didn't have a very clear idea of his character. He looked so serious, so pensive, so thoughtful, but that wasn't the energy I felt coming from him at all. He had me baffled and fooled. Then my son, also a member of the Oracle group, looked at him and noticed he's wearing a mask. He's laughing at us. He likes to speed ahead of us, then stands inside a tree and watches us go by, thinking up mischief for us to fall into. Then he flows ahead like a river, but much faster up over the hills and lies in wait for us. That felt right, but Taom looked at me with such wounded dignity that I almost got confused again. Then he started laughing and dashing off. I wondered some more about him, and one of the other fairies said, he's a fine traveling companion if you have a taste for adventure, baldly songs, high flights of poetic fancy, and very down to earth observations. A fine fella, I say. Tyome's boundless curiosity leads him into some strange places, and he is quite happy to take us there with him. Tyome's wings, like ours, are neatly folded at his back and not really visible. He is still learning to use them properly, and he thinks he is better with them than he really is. He wants to encourage us to unfold our wings and doesn't hesitate to lead us into situations where we almost have to fly, metamorphically sometimes, in order to survive. We almost have to fly in order to survive. You hear that? When I was young, I think it was he who encouraged me to climb up a lot of trees and high buildings I couldn't easily get down from. And I know it was he who encouraged my son to do similar things. He is very fond of children. Like him, they are usually willing to try anything. Tyome has a poetic spirit which involves much more than just the writing of rhymes. It is about being able to see things as they really are, and in the reality to recognize all beauty, even the beauty of necessity and difficulty. This is not an unthinking, reflexive, immature, everything is for the best attitude, but an underlying of the beauty of what we learn from joy and sorrow, from ease and hardship, from pain and pleasure. Teom also wants to show us how silly it is to be so very solemn about life. He laughs at himself, he laughs at us. Sometimes he laughs so hard he gets crow's lip, wine up his nose, crow's lip sip, wine up his nose, and then everyone else laughs at him. He doesn't mind that as long as we are all laughing. Teom is also the young apprentice shaman, barely beginning on the path, but with a boundless interest in all things magical and mystical. He'll try anything and encourages you to do so as well, but you might find it advisable to show a little more sense than he does at times. He plays the pinnipipes, but not very well. He also chases the dryans and has much more success at this, whatever those are, dryans. He has a lust for life, wine, females, and song. He claims he was born on the barley stone, which I doubt, and consistently has a wonderful gift in his words, which I don't doubt at all. He loves children, writers, and belief, adventurous, inhabilitated spirits. He is a storyteller with a great imagination and has the power to inspire others to action with his word. So, when Tyome turns up in a reading, his presence suggests that youthful spirits and energy abound. This is the time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to do, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have time or energy. This is crazy. It may even be the time to write about them, but you probably need to do them first, or maybe in this case, write about them first. Teom often shows up in a reading for people who have a talent and inclination for writing, poetry, adventure, fantasy, or anything else. Possibly the only thing he ever gets very serious about is his writing, and he will spend all the time he needs searching for just the right word. Speaking and writing with conviction and sincerity and the ability to persuade others are indicated by Tyome's presence. Along with the outpouring of ideas, you may also find yourself thinking about romance and deciding that you want more of it in your life. This doesn't necessarily mean looking for someone new. It might well involve putting some romantic fizz into a relationship that has become overly routine. And that's an amazing message. Both of them so far are very relevant to this time. And a routine relationship can also be the routine we're getting in for some of us of this repetitive, distance and this repetitive not making an effort. Like that is a routine too, which is an actual turnoff too. If you repeatedly have arguments when you speak to your person, routine can be in not just the fact you see your person every day or something like that. Many of you don't. It can be in the things that do happen when you do communicate. So let's do the last card. That's a really strong message, those two so far. And this is the Journeyman, number 15. This is about adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. So really what I feel is that there's this huge transition that's happening here. And I feel like this is the characteristics of some of you, maybe it's your person. This energy is someone who has been hurt, and they do wear a mask. This is a gray energy, but deep inside, I bet your person does have a great spirit, or you, even if this is you. This can be the male version of the crone energy that I say is the female version. We look dark on the outside at times. It's just because we've had a life. We've lived a life. So we know things, and you don't smile all the time knowing some things that people know, but deep inside, the basis of the energy here is that of innocence and mischievousness. And I even picked up this little energy here, almost of like what we're going through right now. Like the virus came in, caused friggin' some mischief, and then runs ahead and disappears and leaves us all in this, like, but it's just a bit of just metaphorically, right? Like, it's very interesting. So anyhow, let's go on to the final message here. Adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. All of the great ones, the saints, the bodhivists, and all of those who are filled by the spiritual light have been on this journey. They went into the wilderness, stepping like fools off of the safe path into the waiting hands of their gods and goddesses. This is the journey of life, a pilgrimage that can begin in ignorant trust, passes through all of the doubts, fears, ups and downs, probably all of the delusions, and certainly all of the confusions. Through it, we learn slowly, painfully, a new kind of trust, a trust in the process detached from the goal. Our young Owen journeyman, Ognis journeyman, bless him, is stepping out on the journey of life, positively glowing with enthusiasm. Even his toes sparkle bright, handsome, and educated. He has completed his apprenticeship in fairy crafts and magic. But he has not yet achieved true mastery of his trade. I just have to say, this is talking about someone that's right on the brink also of really coming to some strong realizations, okay? To accomplish this, he must leave the protection of his master and step out into his path as an independent journeyman craftsman. He is testing himself and his knowledge in the world. He hopes to eventually achieve the status of master maker. Right now, he knows a lot of facts, has all the basic skills, but probably knows less than he thinks he does. He is about to learn about the skills of survival, bartering, persuading, selling, buying wisely, enjoying life, making friends. At least he doesn't need to learn how to iron his own shirt. Ognis still has lovely, playful, childlike qualities. An Oracle online group member notes, that Ognis is playing balance, the ball on a stick with the moon. Oh, interesting. That's the moon. We have the big moon coming up, the new moon, but it's a big moon energy. And adds that he seems to have no constraints, sets no boundaries on what he can do. And because he is magical and doesn't set such limitations on himself, he is able to walk on air or water or through the hills, all with the moon nicely balanced, both on a stick and in the sky at the same time. Our young Ognis must learn to care for himself. No one is looking over his shoulder to see that he does his work right and eats properly. Ognis may take chances and even make mistakes sometimes, as we all do, but this is how we learn. He is now confronting and being confronted by the real world. Here, he will discover that excuses don't buy bread and that the quality of integrity of one's work and actions are what counts. But he has been well taught and pretty well knows this already. Don't tell him I told you, but Agnes sometimes wears a false mustache. hoping, see the false look, right? The false mask energy there. In other words, shedding. It's going to be shed, okay? Whereas a false mustache, hoping that it makes him look more mature. He has romantic dreams of being a great hero, of becoming the supreme master of his craft, and of winning a fairy princess. Some of these dreams will come true, perhaps even all of them. Here we see an innocent being walking trustfully into a situation for which he is not fully prepared for. Full energy, right? And indeed cannot be fully prepared, or for which his preparation is as yet untested by reality. He is innocent of precious practical experience of the path he is now treading, or the realm of life into which he is now moving into. This card could be calling innocent encounter reality. Could be called innocent encounter reality, which is by no means a bad thing. This is another Fool energy. His fairy godmother is luring somewhere just out of his sight, as fairy godmothers tend to. Her expression is both gleeful and worried. Her hair is already withered, more withered than it was when he began, and she is keeping her wand fully charged at all times. That's ancestral power behind this person that this relates to. Although this is his journey and he must undertake it himself, almost everyone needs and is given a little fairy godmothering from time to time. Good nurtured innocence attracts fairy guardians. It attracts helpful beings on all planes and in all worlds. It may also attract those who would abuse that innocence. True, right? But as long as our intentions are good, our guardians will offer good guidance. We are blessed and cared for if we allow ourselves to be. The world is before Agnes with smiles and teeth. Agnes has optimism, cheerfulness, magic skills, and a diligent fairy godmother. Agnes grows within us when we step bravely into the unknown, developing our potential and hope and optimism and an open heart. When this card is in a reading, adventure, independence, travel, a long path ahead, we hope. This card speaks to the need of perfect skills in working and living, but it acknowledges having a sound grounding in the basics. Optimistic innocence and willing to learn. Agnes also shows us that intuition serves us well, but only if we pay attention to it. Sometimes we are operating from theory alone, and our knowledge may not be well grounded in reality. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings. It can also signify progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase in an ongoing process. The card may also represent concepts or ideas and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and the rational as one approaches the unknown. Consider where you are going, what your long-term goals are. What are you doing that is helping you move towards them? Okay, I was getting so many messages there, and it really has to do with exactly what we were talking about, like preparing. This is such a beautiful message. The weekly energy really does go back to this, and so does the second reading. So I'm going to leave this video, the whole thing. That message is crazy. I don't know the way that went together. And what I love about it is that two of those cards mention that it doesn't have to be about something brand new. It's about also working on what's going on, possibly in a relationship right now, taking new steps there. I don't know. You guys go back and listen to that if you want. That's amazing. Please do like the video. This is a good one. And I will try to edit it in a way I just cut out the talking and put the main message from this and the other deck there, and others can enjoy that part too. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go. I don't know who was calling me there, but I'm going to go anyways because that's a beautiful message to end it. Thanks. Bye for now. You're welcome, Sandra. Have a really good day. Sure, I'll see you tomorrow. I should be back up here tomorrow or the next day. The next day for sure. Um, yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Mariana. And trying to pronounce your name like the one you have dash happy. Okay, I see. You're happy. Fire over water. Thank you so much. Bye for now.